Yes naman, ito na naman tayo mga kapatid, nagsasama-sama para sa programa ng kabataan, kasama ang kabataan para sa kabataan. Ito ang YTV, Youth TV, Your TV, Season 2!
Sumisunto pa nga! Pero kami pa rin to! Walang nagbago! Livestream pa rin tayo sa ACY Facebook page at YouTube channel!
Lunes hanggang Sabado tuwing 7:30 ng gabi. O diba, tuloy-tuloy ang saya.
Ang exciting! Mas pina-exciting!
Check!
Mas maraming matututunan!
Check na check!
At talaga namang patuloy tayong mapapayes kay Lord!
Check na check na check!
Ako si Kuya Marbs!
At ako naman si Ate Marie.
At ito ang Chooseday Tuesday!
Choose truth,
Choose love and choose to say yes to God!
Oy pare ha, sa tayo bukas ha. Oy, G ako pre. Oy, pinayagan na ako.
Dance ko pa alam, tol.
Bakit naman ganun? Oy naman ganun bro. Baka drawing ka na naman.
Dude, si mama kasi, bad shot na naman sa house.
Gusto mo ba? Paalam na lang kita kay auntie. Yeah bro, di ka na, minsan lang to.
I don't know, pare. Beast mode sa akin eh.
Come on bro. Lagi kang drawing eh.
Kaya I will try talaga, pare.
Bahala ka nga dyan. Lagi ka na lang ganyan. Basta ako, tulong na lang ako dito sa bahay. Bye. Me too bro. Bye.
Oh, nakarelate kayo, no? Yung galang-gala ka na pero ayaw kang payagan ng parents mo? Nakarelate ka ba, Ate Marie?
So, baga as in Kuya Marv's na-experience ko yan before, yung masabihan na Mia or missing in action kasi hindi pinayagan ng magulang lumabas.
Minsan nga, pinapaalam pa tayo ng mga tropa natin sa mga magulang natin. O yung susundain ka pa nila para payagan ka. At ito pa, may curfew pa!
Nakakainis yung feeling na ayaw kapayagan ng magulang mo na mag-enjoy with your friends, no?
Oops! Teka lang. May point din naman ng mga magulang natin. At may mga dahilan silang hindi natin naiintindihan. Kaya nila tayo pinagbabawalan minsan.
At para matapos ng pagtatalong ito, nagtanong-tanong ang aming team. Bakit nga ba Gina G lumabas at gumalang mga kabataan?
At kung bakit Gina G rin sila Ermat at Erpat, napagbawalan tayo maglalabas at gumala. Roll VTR!
Not totally hindi mapirme, pero when my friends call me, I go with them because we cherish every moment that we are together, and also that's our quality time and the band to make our friendship stronger.
Una, minor de edad kasi sila. Pangalawa, mahirap ang panahon ngayon. Kung yung mga nasa tamang edad na may hindi magandang nangyayari, paano pa sa kanila? Di nga nila kaya yung sarili. Hindi pa nila kaya yung sarili nila pagtanggol. Tapos, hindi ko alam kung ano yung gagawin nila. Siyempre, nasa kaibigan sila. Hindi kung ano-anong gagawin. So, paano ko malalaman yun? Lalo na pag hindi ko kilala talaga yung kaibigan nila. Talagang hindi ko sila papayagan. Kung hindi ko kilala yung saan nakatira yung bata, sino yung magulang. Ayun, kaya hindi ko pinapayagan yung anak ko.
Hindi naman po sa ayaw, mapirmi sa bahay. Pero sa pagkakaibigan po kasi kailangan po ng bonding para mas tumibay yung friendship na nabuo ko.
Hindi ko pinapayagan ang mga anak ko lumabas, lalo na kung hindi ko kilala ang mga kasamahan nila. Dahil ayoko mapahamak ang mga anak ko. Kaya hindi ko talaga sila pinapayagan.
Ako naman ay hindi palaging gumagala, pero nagkaroon ng one time na kumain kami sa labas na kami magkakaibigan ngayong COVID. Nakamas naman kami lahat-lahat at wala naman kaming sinuway na batas. Kaya namin nagawa yun dahil gusto namin ng quality time, dahil syempre tropa mo yun, mamimiss mo. Grade 9 pa kami huling nagkita-kita, March 10, 2020. So syempre mamimiss mo rin sila, lalo na pag solid kayo.
Di ayun na nga mga ka-YTV. Naginig naman natin ang dalawang panig at parehong may point, di ba Kuya Marvs?
Tama ka dyan, Ate Marie! Parehong ayaw magpatalo ng bawat panig. At minsan, ito pa nga ang nagiging mitsa ng bangayan sa bahay.
Check ka dyan, Kuya Marbs. At para mas maintindihan natin ang dalawang panig, pakinggan natin ang ating guest ngayong episode na to.
Pasok!
I don't know if this is because of pandemic or anything that would provide to the family, no? Let us all remember that lahat po tayo kasi ay developmental. So pag sinabi nating developmental, each of us have our own psychological, physical, and mental stages. So pag sinabi po nating stages, ibig sabihin bawat punto ng ating buhay, sa bawat pag-akyat po natin sa bawat edad na meron tayo, there are certain factors that we need. It's not just the factors but also the behavior that we try to embrace. Okay? Now, regarding our different behaviors that we have, this is also because one of the biggest factor of our behavior is basically environment. Okay? Remember that the family-wise is also an environment. The circle within the family, kung sino ang nasa bahay, ano yung mga nasa bahay, sino yung mga nasa bahay. These following questions answers why a certain child or a certain person would have that kind of behavior. Okay? So this is basically to the perspective of me as a guidance counselor of the schools in Tondo, Manila, and basically to the different adolescents. This is a good question when we ask about being KJ. So bakit nga ba ang mga magulang natin, there are times that they would be asking us not to do things, no? Not to do things that somehow we ought to understand, no? Or we ought to have this kind of perspective. Alam niyo sa paglaki natin, no, sabi ko nga kanina, kasi lahat tayo developmental. Sa bawat stages na meron tayo sa ating buhay, basically, I'll talk about the psychosocial stages of Erik Erikson, okay? So one of the stages of Erik Erikson is that when it comes to initiative versus guilt. Bakit ba minsan pinipigilan tayo ng ating mga magulang? Well, their answers would be that they do not want us to be hurt and they do not want us to be overwhelmed to what is happening around our environment. Pero isa to sa mga bagay na kailangan din maintindihan ng mga magulang. Remember that a certain child would have this kind of big curiosity. No? We have this kind of curiosity to the things that we do. Okay, so pag ang isang bata na-unfold ang isang page sa isang libro, mas lumalakas yung kanyang curiosity to know more. To know more about the ideas that he or she wants to have. Okay? Is this a certain thing to break a trust to a family? I would not consider it to break the trust of the family. Kasi according to the psychosocial theory of Erik Erikson, this when it comes to the stages of initiative versus guilt, we should let that child experience the environment. We should let the children experience or somehow tend to go to their curiosity. But remember, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we wouldn't stop if it's already not well or it's not good anymore. That's why the parents are the guidance. The parents will always have the guidance to what the children will try to check on or to what the children will try to choose. That's why we are there. That's why the parents are there for us to have the guidance. So I think let the child unfold the curiosity kasi these are the things that would make them develop and to know more about themselves and to other people. Labis na kalayaan at labis na paghihigpit. Well, I won't say that these are the pros and cons in terms of the curiosity of the child. Pero remember tatandaan natin pag ang Coke, alam niyo naman ang Coke, no? Pag this is this carbonated drink, it's like a certain it's like the curiosity of a person. The more na inaalog mo yung Coke or any carbonated drinks, and anytime sa environment siya naalog siya at gusto niyang to try to understand what he or she is having, tapos mas patuloy nating hinihigpitan, remember that it will burst pagdating ng panahon. Pagdating ng tamang oras, everything will burst out. So I think the answer to this is that we let the children or we let this youth experience the things that they want to try. But we always remember that we are here for their guidance. We'll always be here to measure what are the things that they could do and the things that it's not that they shouldn't do as well, but the things that they should parang this is an heads up na maaring maka-experience ka dito ng sadness, maka-experience ka dito na ikaw ay what you call this one, magkaroon ka ng regret because of what you did. These are the things that we could do to this youth nowadays. Okay? Pero these are into different perspectives. Okay? So, in the perspective of paghihigpit at in perspective of labis na kalayaan, I would go always to the guidance of the parents. Because anywhere that they are, and any to their children, na mas lalo nila binibigyang guidance yung bawat development ng kabataan, this would give the child the better development that they would really need. There are so much things that could happen if certain trust would really be broken. Hindi lang naman siguro yan dahil sa center, basically yes, because the family is the foundation of the person. It starts there. Alam nyo ba na there's also one theory, that's what we call the psychosexual theory of Freud. We have the we're still going to the psychosocial theory of Erik Erikson, which goes on to the trust versus mistrust, which starts at zero to the infancy of ito yung mga first life stages ng isang bata. Trust versus mistrust. Let us remember that when a certain child would go on to his or her development, a certain youth would try to embark new environment to the different people that they would trust to the different people that they would talk to. We parents, we've been there, and we have this acknowledgement that we will try to help our children to live to the best development that they could have. So when we talk about trust, bakit maraming mawala ang tiwala ng mga magulang, I would really believe to the unconditional positive regard. According to the humanistic psychology, one of this unconditional positive regard is coming from the parents. So even though na kahit anong mangyari, na talagang makagawa ng isang bagay that's really unnecessary, that's really not into the culture of the family, and even the trust would be broken, let us remember the unconditional positive regard that the parents would give. That they would always say yes even though that there's the time that we should say no. Okay? And bakit maraming suwail or pasawain ng mga bata sa kanilang mga magulang sa ganitong mga tagpo? I will always go back to the answers of guidance of the parents. Remember to our parents also who will be watching this segment, let us also remember on how we process our children. When we talk about processing, is that minsan kasi ang mga bata, hindi nila alam kung bakit mo ginawa yun. There are certain questions that you are not answering. And these children needs answers. And these children needs to be processed to the things that you did. And to the things that you will do. So that there will be no more questions. It will be processed to them to why those things happen. We really need to understand the pandemic. Within the pandemic times, lalo na ngayon na ECQ na naman, so we're going to the season 2. Lagi nating tatandaan that it's really a little bit overwhelming. That this youth of us, maring ikaw nga, Max, I know that you're a youth, may isang parang ikaw ay naninibago staying within the bounds of your family. Maraming kabataan ang naninibago within staying to the bounds of their family. This is a little bit overwhelming for them because this is not the way they were conditioned. This is not the basic exercises that they do to have the certain coping mechanism on what they're having to their everyday life. Nung dumating ang pandemya na kailangan ng mga kabataan magstay sa bahay and somehow to build up their educational development, to build up their social interaction using online and basically staying at home. This is a little bit overwhelming. Na maraming mga bata ang nagulat. Maraming bata ang na-frustrate. Okay? 'Di ba? If we could check, no? Parang bakit ka maninibago? Yan ay pamilya mo naman, yan ay mga magulang mo. But remember, when we were still in our normal days, ang isang kabataan, ang isang working professional, isang youth professional, most of the time lahat wala yan sa bahay. Dumarating lang yan minsan sa gabi, tapos magigising sa umaga, mag-aalmusal, then naalis din yan. So somehow these are the things that have come up within the pandemic. And I think we could get that as the best aspect for us to go back in interaction to our dear family, in communication with them, and basically to understand what they want to communicate. Remember, no, in terms of parenting, no, sa ating I always tell this to the parents in terms of parenting strategies. The best vitamins that you could give to your children is C, vitamin C. It's not the ascorbic acid, but the vitamins of communication. Our youth will always ask questions, and we should always answer the questions that they need to understand. Sometimes they would not verbally tell it, but within their actions, they would always be needing answers. Because these are the things that we could do as a certain guidance people, and being as a parents to our certain millennial youth and Generation Z.
Maraming salamat, Sir Ken, dahil marami na naman ako natutunan sa episode na to. Dahil dyan, mamimigay tayo ng 100 pesos GCash loan! Last week, tinanong namin kayo kung ano ang buong pangalan ng kasamang pari ni San Pedro Calungsod nang magmisyon sa Mariana Island. At ang tamang sagot ay Father Diego Luis de San Vitonges. At dahil dyan, congratulations sa ating winner last week! Don't forget to message the ACY page to claim your prize. Ngayon, handa na ba kayo sa ating tanong ngayong episode na to? Ito ang isang tanong, isang sagot. Ang tanong, ano ang values na dapat mabuo sa pagitan ng magulang at ng mga anak? Alam mo ba ang tamang sagot? Kung oo, i-comment mo na ito sa comment section below at ang pinakaunang makakakuha ng tamang sagot ay mananalo ng 100 pesos GCash load! Next week, i-announce natin ang winner. Kaya good luck!
O mga daddy at mommy, best at bro, paano nga ba natin mapapanatili ang pagtitiwala sa ating pamilya? May tatlong tips sa atin si Miss Angel Enriquez RGC from the Miriam College, New Valley. Let's watch this! Number 1.
Open communication. Dahil kailangang maramdaman ng bawat miyembro ng pamilya na importante at mahalaga ang kanilang ideya o naiisip. Hindi ibig sabihin na bata ka ay hindi valid ang nararamdaman mo. At hindi rin ibig sabihin na ikaw ang matanda, laging ikaw ang nasa tama. Siyempre, hindi lamang puro lang salita kapag sinabi natin communication. Kailangan din nating makinig upang mapakinggan ng maayos kung ano ba ang gustong iparating ng isang tao. Listening, not hearing. Kaya lagi nating tatandaan na kapag pinagdugtong natin ang kanan at kaliwang tenga natin, makabuo tayo ng isang heart o puso. Nang ibig sabihin ay, if you know how to listen attentively, you know how to love wholeheartedly.
Number 2.
Always say the magic words. Ano nga ba ang mga magic words na ito? Sorry, thank you, and I love you. Magkaiba ang generation ng mga magulang natin sa atin. Noong unang panahon, nung panahon nila, hindi sila ganoong ka-expressive, kaya hindi nila masabi at maparamdam ang gusto nilang ipahiwatig. So, kailangan natin maging mas understanding. Mahal tayo ng parents natin, hindi lang nila kayang sabihin at express kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. So, if we can say this to our friends, itong mga magic words na ito, we can definitely also say it to our family members. We just need to be consistent. Kaya hanggat malakas pa sila at nakakasama pa natin sila, it is not too late to say those important words. Kaya simulan mo na ngayon.
Number 3.
Respect. Respeto sa bawat miyembro ng pamilya. Respeto sa oras na inilalaan ng tao sa'yo. Respeto sa mga gamit na hinehiram natin sa loob ng bahay. Respeto na kailangan nating ipakita kung aalis tayo o uuwi tayo ng late. Yun lang.
Ayun na nga ang sinasabi ko mga Kawai TV. Lagi nating tandaan ang mga ito para maiwasan natin ang mga bangayan at sagutan sa bahay. Kaya naman mga Kawai TV, huwag malilito, huwag magpapalito, at huwag manlilito ng iba. Yun! Laging piliin ng tama at doon tayo sa true lang.
Bago tayo maghiwa-hiwalay ay papabaunan muna namin kayo ng kaunting food for the soul. Halika at baunin ninyo ang aming pa-take home.
Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Ang mga magulang ay may tungkulin na hubugin ang kanilang mga anak sa kabutihan at may takot sa Diyos upang malaman ng mga anak kung ano ang tama sa mali. At kung sa pagdating ng dapit hapon ng buhay ng mga magulang, masasabi ng anak na siya'y pinalaki ng maayos, wasto at lumago sa pag-ibig ng Diyos.
Sana ay marami kayong natutunan sa ating episode ngayong araw na ito.
At kung kayo ay nag-enjoy, please like and share ang ating episode para mas marami pang kabataan ang mag-enjoy at matuto.
And that's it for today mga Kawai TV. Pero don't you worry, dahil bukas ay mapapa-O tayo with Oh Well Wednesday at aalamin natin kung bakit nga ba kailangang unahin at piliin muna natin ang ating mga sarili.
Magkita-kita tayo ulit next Tuesday para sa panibagong episode ng Chooseday Tuesday.
Ako po ulit si Ate Marie.
Ako si Kuya Marbs.
Choose love.
Choose truth. And always choose to say yes to God. Bye-bye!
YTV Youth TV, your TV.